Right, so today I'm going to try to explain to you the concept of portal linking. It's a pretty useful concept because what it means is that you can effectively increase the efficiency of both time and resources. Now the reason this works is because distance in the overworld, or the world that you spawn in, is actually 8 times the distance of anything in the Nether. So if you're at the position 8 on your X coordinates and 8 on your Z coordinates in the overworld, that corresponds directly to position 1 on the X coordinates and 1 on the Z coordinates within the Nether. Now, it doesn't sound very important, but essentially what it means is that if you travel 100 blocks in the Nether, that's the equivalent of travelling 800 blocks in the overworld. So if you get into a portal in the Nether, walk 100 blocks away, get into another portal and come back out, you will have effectively travelled 800 blocks in the overworld. So it's quicker to travel underground, well, Nether route. If you're using minecart tracks, it's a lot cheaper. Gold, iron costs soar. You'd have to travel like 8,000 blocks is reduced to 1,000. So it's amazingly efficient on resources and time. So it's important to know. And I looked on YouTube and I didn't really like the videos other people had done. They seem to fail to explain it properly. So hopefully I can do a better job. So let's get started here. Right, so what we're going to need in order to build this system is, of course, obsidian. We're going to need flint to set the obsidian on fire. We're going to need diamond pickaxe if you're in survival mode, but I'm not. Something to write down the coordinates, whether it's just a bit of paper next to you, or I'm going to use an in-game book. Works for me. You're going to need a calculator. I'm just going to use my computer's calculator. I've popped it up here, but I don't think you can see it on Fraps. Oh well, we'll see. Doesn't really matter. I'm sure you can use a calculator. I hope. And we're going to need like a filler block to fill up spaces. Alright, so hopefully that's all we should need. If I've got anything, it won't be a big issue. I'm just going to clear out a little patch of ground. Right, so first things first, we're going to build ourselves another portal. I built that one too high. My bad. Okay, now we're going to stand. I always do this. If you stand on the same side every time, it's good for a point of reference. Going to stand on the right side of the portal, look straight ahead, press F3. So, what comes up here is the cheat screen, as some people call it, but it's probably the most useful screen in the game for anything, whether you're checking how many mobs are around to where you are in the world. It's amazing, so don't judge me. What we're going to do is we're going to write down the X and Z coordinates. Y coordinates doesn't matter. Now I'm going to explain why this is the case. When you create the portal in the overworld, and you go through it, and it generates the Nether, it looks for, well, divides your coordinates by 8, and looks for that spot in the Nether to place a portal for you to come out. But generally, that portal would be in the middle of a lava lake, in the middle of, like, there's no landforms over a lava lake, in the middle of a mountain. It can never generate you exactly where you need to be generated. So what it does is it just starts moving around looking for the closest possible position to drop that portal. And sometimes it might be hundreds of blocks away, even in the Nether, and when you come back out that portal, it'll create a new portal to send you somewhere else. That's how far away it could take you. And essentially what the process we're doing today is trying to correct this portal moving in the Nether. So we're going to set it back to where it should be. Whether we have to dig out something or hollow out a lava pool, who knows. So we're going to get minus 142. Oh, and I've got one thing. Y coordinates doesn't matter because, as I said before, your portal might spawn up in the middle of the air, but it'll just move it straight down to the ground forms, to the ground below. And yeah, Y coordinate doesn't matter. F coordinates, or your F value there, only matters it's which direction you're facing, so 3 there, 2 there, 1 there, 0 there. And that's just handy for building which way you want to come out of a room, because when you go through a portal, direction is maintained. So if I'm coming through a portal looking at F3, or 3, then you're going to come out of the portal still looking at 3. So you'd build the room on this side for your entrance hall, and on this side, in the nether, you'd build the exit hall. And when you come back through, it'd just work. You'd walk from room to room seamlessly. So, anyway, back to not rambling. We're going to get minus 142 and divide that by 8. So I'll pull up a calculator here. Minus 142 divided by 8 equals 17.75. So we're going to go back in game. We're going to write down x equals 17. That's all we need. And z equals, let's work that out, 269 divided by 8. 269 divided by 8 equals 33.625. So 33. And our F direction at the moment is 3. Done. Now, what we're going to do, light the portal up, go to the nether, and I'll see once terrain has generated. Right, so we're here in the nether, and the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to break the portal so I can stand in it without getting teleported. I came out just here, right hand side, looking at direction of 3, so it successfully teleported me to this spot. Maintaining my direction, it didn't rotate the portal, so the portal is facing the correct direction. But it's on minus 13.27, and what we wanted was, that's supposed to be minus 17 by the way, my mistake, minus, and it's very important to keep the minuses. I'm an idiot for not writing it down, but lucky I remembered. We're looking for minus 17, positive 33. So we're going to walk in this direction, and notice that the x coordinates are increasing. We actually want them to decrease to go further away from 0, so we're going to walk back to where it says 17, so it's going to be here-ish somewhere. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's going to be in line with this, that way somewhere. And then we're going to look for 33, which, oh, z coordinates start increasing, 33 is just here. So we need to peel her out just a tiny bit, and this is 33 right here. Now that's the right hand corner of the portal, so just build it 2, 3, and my mistake. Right, so we're just going to chuck down a little floor. Doesn't look pretty, doesn't need to look pretty. We no longer need this portal. And standing in this one, oh, and also if I look in 3, I'm going to come out looking at 3, and we wouldn't want to fall into the lava as soon as we spawn here. Right, standing right hand side, straight ahead, direction 3, minus 17, 33. Exactly corresponds with the position in the overworld. So, lighting this portal, standing in it, and where will it take us out? It has been directly linked to this portal. Now, as I said, this on its own, it's just a nether portal. It doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up another nether portal in the overworld, a little way away, and we're going to make it so that you can go into the nether from that portal or this portal and come out at the other portal. So I'll go find a nice location and then I'll see you again. Right, so I decided for the top of this hill here because I would love nothing more than my victims to fall to a perilous death over the edge. So we'll just start 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Right, so we have our portal. We're going to look through it this way. Get F3 up, standing on the right hand side again. Okay, this time we need to divide minus 71 by 8. So I'll just get out my calculator. 71 divided by 8 equals 8.875. So we're going to write down for our new one, x equals 8, so minus 8. Z equals 389. and we need to divide that by 8, sorry. 389 divided by 8 equals, oh, clear that, sorry, I made a mistake. 389 divided by 8 equals 48.625, so we'll write down 48. And our F direction this time is 1. So, let's save that book. And now, before we go through, I want to explain something. Our other portal is just over there, and this portal is here. And they seem relatively far away, but they're not in terms of the Nether, because this distance will be an eighth. So there'll be like 10 or 20 blocks between these portals probably in the Nether. I don't know, I haven't counted how far away this is. So what's going to happen is when this portal generates in the Nether and tries to send us through, it's going to be, well, there's a portal that's basically already there. I'll just dump you at that exit instead. That way you're not going to have to generate a new portal and there's less obsidian created. It's not defying the laws of physics. So essentially I will come out at the same portal as that one will take me out at, which isn't what we want, but we can change it once we're in the Nether. So we'll light it up, go through the portal, and what's this? We have come out at the same portal as last time. Which on its own is fine. It's great for one directional travel. It's almost instant, because if I go back through this portal now, it's exactly linked to the one we created at original spawn. So it will take me out there, not on top of the mountain. As you can see, mountain's over that way. So I'm going to go back in, and we're going to look for the coordinates within the Nether that correspond directly to the other portal this time. So we're looking for -8 and 48. Let's hit up F3. -8 will be, oh, it's right here. 48 will be in this direction. So I'm going to peel her out. Right, so 48 is this block here. -8 is here. So we'll build our portal right here. Check our F direction is at 1, and we are currently looking at 3s, but 3 and 1 correspond, so that's alright. Finish building our portal. Right, and standing on the right hand side, 8 and, ooh, we have to move it across by 1, see, careful there. 1, 2, there we go. I moved it the wrong way because I'm an idiot. 1 second. This is 48. Oh, bit of lag. Alright, that's in the right spot. Well, I hope. Yep, that's the right spot. Light her up. We'll come back out, and we should come out on top of the mountain. What's that? We have, and fell to our perilous death, just as I predicted. Now, this doesn't seem like such a great thing on such a small scale. These portals are easily within walking distance as it is. But imagine this over 1,000 or more blocks distance. Particularly on a multiplayer server, you could link your friends' bases together, even if they're on opposite sides of the map. You simply just go to the Nether, hop on like a short railroad, and come out at your friend's house, or come out at spawn, or come out at the mycelium biome, the mushroom biome with mycelium, mushrooms, and you could go to a jungle biome. Imagine it in a, what are they? The large landscape biomes, the new terrain generation feature, how everything's large biomes, that's it on. You could use it to link between biomes. It's amazing, it's absolutely beautiful, and I know this distance doesn't do it justice, but in reality, it's amazing. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them, because I'm pretty good with this, so I should be able to answer them for you. And yeah, thanks for watching.